Our children can be in the religious ed program, and they can be in the academy, and they all know that they're part of the same family, because we're all here for the same reason, and that's to form our children in the faith.
There's got to be a partnership between religious education and the school. That is critical. So I'm very pleased about that spirit, really the spirit of cooperation. And there's a good enthusiasm.
We have to teach religion, so it's taught. But faith is something that's caught. For the kids to want to know and love Jesus, you can't just tell them, go to church on Sunday. You have to be an example. One of the biggest challenges we had here at the parish was getting the children to come to church. I sent out invitations to the entire school and to the entire religious education program, inviting them to come to learn Jesus. It was like an invitation to a wedding, and they were all excited, and they came by droves. They came to church on Sunday. The parents had to bring them, of course, so the parents came too. They were so excited just to have, that in-person time of getting to know Jesus a little closer.
When I first started on St. Athanasius Academy, I had a dream. I want to see this school with full of Hispanic faces, and now that dream came true.
So when they see any familiar face, they get confident to get close to us.
You have to feel identified with people who speak your own language. I'm from Colombia. I have Colombia in my heart because this is part of us.
As a mother, as an immigrant mother here, I know how it is really hard when you don't understand the language. This is what I want. What can I do for them? Because it's not me, it's God working by me.
We miss how important it is to help each other, to hear what they really need. Here is a safe environment. You can find great things, not only education, which is very important, but also values for all your children. This is the future for our country, so we have to create a safe environment for them with moral and values.
My hope is to be able to outreach to every family that's never been asked about Catholic education before. The scholarship program is a collaboration to create a covenant relationship with religious ed families so that they have a relationship with the local parish, an opportunity for Catholic education, and to be able to give back.
I always end my class saying, you are important. And I believe that they are. They are important because they will carry the message of faith down the road when I'm long dead. That's always a big hope for us.
Not a bad school there, huh?
I think one of the nice things I saw in that was the person talking about invitation to faith. They didn't say invitation to the school, invitation to religious education. Faith. It was invitation to the faith. Come to the church to witness your faith, to be part of your faith, and to grow your faith. And I think that's the whole question of this theme of partnership, where it's not seen as a building, it's just seen as a place of welcome and as part of who we are and what we believe in. I think that's an important part of this message here.
And creating the unity that clearly exists between the academy community and the religious ed community. That partnership was really highlighted beautifully just now.
Well, what we do, every Monday we have a staff meeting on Zoom, and the school, the religious education, the parish staff all meet, and we're maybe 15 or 20 people on it. And every meeting, without a doubt, I always say, school registration, religious education registration, making sure that people are out there recruiting. And you need to actually be a recruiter. You have to have people out there that recruit young children for the school and for the religious education program, both. And the best place to do it is at Sunday Mass. To be available for registration for school and for the religious education program right there on Sunday Mass, and to have a person out there that kind of talks about it almost every Sunday. That's the way you link in the school religious education program to the parish. And I think it's critical that you link all these people together.
You know what I liked what Alvaro said, your religious education principal? He said that he had a dream that there would be many more Hispanic faces in the school. And I think we have to set goals. And in order for something to happen, you have to work to make those goals happen. So I think, you know, part of our renewal for Catholic education this year, we have to set goals and we have to make them work.
Absolutely. And professional development is key to all of this. And Dr. Tom, you know how important that is for a faculty and a principal. Professional development is equally true for the principal catechetical leader together, the catechist teachers together. So our goal is to create a new trifocal program for principals, catechetical leaders, teachers, catechists, and also a clergy piece to remind our brothers that it is important for us to always have professional development in education and faith formation.
A couple of things that you just said, Father. Point is, you two are old timers in this. You've been doing your job for the last many years. Father Gibino and I are new at this. And what I find here, right here, is the great collaboration of all of us. I think we really are working tremendously well together for religious ed, for Catholic schools, for development, for the school process. We're doing it very well. And I got to be honest with you, it's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure to be working with all of you.
And it's new for our diocese to have this level of collaboration. And we all hope we're modeling it for our staffs, whether it's a parish team, the catechetical, the faculty. We're hoping that they see collaboration is the way to go.
Right. I mean, with the Catholic Foundation and Futures, I mean, I know that John Notaro, the executive director, he speaks to Tom every morning at 7 a.m. They're on the phone every single, and you say, well, our job is just to raise the money. No, our job is more than that, because we have to get that message out to our donors, what is taking place in our schools, what's going on, and that their money is going to good use. It's not going, you know, into the air. And it's so important that we work together, because, you know, you say, what would development have to do with it? Well, it has a lot to do with it.
I also think, too, when you talk about goals before, so you need to know how many children you can fit into the classroom, how much money to raise for scholarship, how much money to put into science projects. And I think the fact of working together, someone asked me, you know, you're getting a new vicar. I said, well, Monsignor and I go back a long time.
Right to this neighborhood.
Right here, right across the way here. But the important part of it is that picking up the phone, you know, Monsignor, do you have a minute? Or Monsignor Jamie or Father Joe. And I think that's what we need to continue to see in our academies, our parishes, our religious education programs. That, while formal many times, but that informal approach to say, you know, Monsignor, I just got to run something past you, or what about this? And I think that's the message we also have to bring in the year of renewal. We're in this together, you know, and I think that's the key element in all of this.
And Dr. Tom, Monsignor Jamie just gave us a new goal. He's raising the money with John Notaro. We're spending it. So I'm good with that goal.
And talking about goals, one goal that I have, and I pray to Our Lady of Mount Carmel for this, is to try to get 1,000 new children in our schools for this coming September. That means a lot of this year of renewal, a lot of work out in the streets and in the parishes talking about our gem and getting that word out, and let's make it happen. I think we can do it. I really believe we can do it.
And you've done a great job with the Caribbean and with the Hispanic outreach to those two communities that are so important. You know, your team has been out there meeting with the pastors, meeting with parents, meeting with the children to establish that relationship, because we live in a world of relationships now. And those relationships are crucial, and you've been doing it. And so that's great.
And connecting it to what Monsignor Jamie does in Futures in Education, the alumni, okay, are those who have gone before us and been in our schools, our video wall for the alumni, the donations that are coming in to support the scholarships. And I think that's, again, the renewal of how do we bring these people back.
You find the students, and we will do our best in Futures and the Catholic Foundation to support them and to get the tuitions for them.
And one of our programs, which was highlighted by Father Manuel, has between 1,400 and 1,700 students in a catechetical program. Well, that's an extraordinary opportunity to bring even a small percentage into the academy. And we have several large programs like that. And COVID produced a number of challenges, but our programs responded, and now we're opening the doors.
Can you imagine 10% of every religious education program coming over into the school annually? That would be the best feed we have.
Right.
The best feed we have. And I think if we make some strong efforts,
Goals
and do that, I think we can do. I think we can do it. Imagine schools today have waiting lists. There are some Catholic schools that have waiting lists. What a headache!
Yeah. And I was just going to say that because as we're trending now, to your point, Monsignor, bringing in 1,000 new children, we're seeing schools that are outpacing where they were last year. So an important part of the work that we continue to do, and then bringing it back to the parish. Everyone working together, like an Alvaro, a point person.
You got it.
Making sure that everyone knows that we're in this together.
During this last segment, we will make stops at St. John Vianney and St. Bernard to discuss what makes their religious education programs so successful. We are really looking forward to hearing all the stories on how younger generations of Catholics of our diocese are representing the future of the faith, as well as the involvement of these students in the community in charitable ways in order to put their Catholic faith into action.